Hey Sedef,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely good. So, how's everything? How's everything in Turkey? How are the things going on there?
Well, I'm good personally, and first of all, thank you very much for inviting me to
You're
this
most
live
welcome.
live
It's my
discussion
pleasure. It's my
series.
pleasure, actually.
Same here to be able to speak to you. I mean, during this time, remember, we were like in a very different setting with an excitement for a new season, really connecting like one on one, but things have changed.
The
And
world
I
is
think,
different. It's a different
yeah.
world now.
Yeah, and we've adapted very, very fast, actually. That's how I feel. Well, the situation in Turkey is not that drastic right now. I'm hearing some voices. I don't know from where, but it's kind of bothers me anyhow.
And
Um,
currently, everyone, you and everyone, your family, friends, everybody's safe and
yeah,
healthy.
we are fairly safe. We are self-isolating. I'm not in Istanbul. We moved to Adana, a southern city in Turkey. We are one of the lucky ones. I'm in our farmhouse right now.
Oh, wow.
Really
Yeah, that's great. That's
self-isolated.
great.
Yes, yes,
So you
yes.
have your own fresh food. You have
Yeah,
everything available with you.
yeah. Like mainly, we are in the middle of an orchard right now with like oranges and lemon trees. So that's nice to be here. Really
That's wonderful. That's
self-isolating.
wonderful.
Yes, I
I
am
wish,
lucky. I know.
I
Yeah,
wish I
so.
had such a place to go to right now.
Yeah, it's easy for me to stay here, that's for sure. Yeah, but in Turkey, it's not that drastic as in some countries in Europe. We have over 40,000 cases right now, and 60% of the cases are in Istanbul, of course, the biggest city in Turkey. And the government banned the residents over 65 years old and also below 20 years old on streets. Most of the all of the stores, shopping malls, restaurants, like everywhere else, are closed. Only takeaways are open. Social gatherings are banned. And also travel between cities are banned as well. You should have a specific permit to travel from one city to another. Those are the precautions as of now that has been taken from our government. But we know that we didn't reach that peak yet. So we are really cautious. They are really making people stay home. It's not that easy, when you
It's
don't
very
ban,
difficult. It's
when you
very
don't
difficult.
ban like by law. It's really so not easy actually. People really love to go out. I don't know why, even though you like say it several times, stay home, it's safe. But anyhow, so those are the precautions. They are very strictly taking everything what should be done based on the numbers, statistically what we are having right now. So that's for good. We're waiting.
And what about factories? All factories are closed?
Well, most of them are closed. The fabric manufacturers, um, most of them are closed. Some of them are working, partly working though, not like the full number of employees are going to the factories. Again, most of the garment manufacturers are also closed. They are now planning to open, but they don't know yet. Uh, some mid-sized garment manufacturers are open, and the ones that are open, the big ones, are now producing masks for the government, which is a good thing. So we're getting news from them, mainly with the brands like Collins, Navi, our local brands. They're also producing masks as well, so which
For the
is really
government.
nice. Yeah, for the government, which is really nice to hear.
Very good.
As Orta, what we have done is actually we've taken the precautions fairly early. At the beginning of March, we banned all the travel, foreign travel, international travel, and also the domestic flights as well. And also, we didn't accept any visitors from outside. Even though they are in Istanbul, we said we can't accept you. We need to make online meetings. So that's what we've done. And in factory, we've also taken all the precautions like disinfection, social distancing, and like a lot of precautions we've taken in the factory. And also we decided to close down the factory last week of March for 2 weeks, and then we again reevaluated the situation, and we announced that it's going to be closed till 20th of April as of now.
2030.
Yes,
Okay.
and we will be communicating weekly after 20th of April, based on the situation. It's not that we don't have orders in our hands right now. It is first for the safety of our employers and their families. That's the first thing, the priority, the top priority for us. We feel that it is not safe to do the production. And the second, everywhere else is also closed, like Turkish manufacturers, Italy, Tunisia, those are the main.
All the markets are closed, all the manufacturing hubs are
everywhere is,
closed.
everywhere is closed. So that's why we will be informing our customers weekly after 30th of April.
So it's as all of us know, and we are saying that it's going to be a huge impact for our industry. So what do you think that, let's say for Turkish industry, what impact do you see on the Turkish industry on this due to this pandemic?
Well, this will be an economic pandemic afterwards. That's what we are always talking about. And to the personal level and also for the industry as well. What happened actually is, first, we were very much in contact with customers all the time. Communication is key during those times. That's what we believe. And when we think about the pandemic, this is really unusual because it affected both the demand side and also the supply side. At first, it was only in Asia, and we were thinking, like, we were always like getting questions about, so what is the risk of your supply? Do you supplying anything from Asia? Those were the questions at the very beginning. But once it's in Europe and also in the US, then the demand side was also impacted.
And that was really fast. That was so fast that people didn't realize that it's really happening so fast. You know, it went too fast.
Yeah, it was really, really fast. And it's really fast that the customers, they couldn't react that well at the beginning because we were communicating continuously with them, asking if something's going to change, what's going to happen with the orders and everything. They deferred the answer for a while. But then the emails and communication started from the customer side to us. We didn't see like huge cancellations as in Asia due to the nature of orders that Turkey is receiving. So that was mainly a suspension of the orders. They were saying that we really want these fabrics, but we don't know when yet. So that was the real communication with us at the very beginning. And as I told you, we communicated daily, and we are still communicating daily, by the way. It's like a crisis management right now. But then what happened is they started to ask about the delay in the payment terms. Like 60 to 90 days, like additional payment terms they wanted to put. And this was the first wave. And the second wave, right now, what we're dealing with is actually discount on the shipped goods, like discount on the prices on the shipped goods. This is really not acceptable. It's really insane to talk about this. We all know. Some companies, they really communicated this well, with a clarity, with a very detailed letter explaining what's happening, what they are facing. And then when you feel that sincerity with their communication, we are all in this together. Of course, if they don't have any income from the consumer side, there will be a chain reaction in the total value chain. Everybody understands that. And it is negotiable. We are always a solution partner to our customers and to our whole ecosystem. So it is really, really negotiable. But when it is really like a direct message without even like any explanation, and this is something else. We also protect our employees, our business. I'm talking about like every company, of course, in the industry. This is true. So that's why the reaction is very different coming from the customers. And after everything stops or hopefully fades away, there will be a new environment I think we should definitely think about.
I think in current times, the communication is very important. How the customers communicate with the suppliers and how suppliers communicate with the customers. Because This is something both of them will remember post pandemic. Maybe if we are lucky, we in a couple of months we are through with this pandemic, and after that, people will remember, which customer really behaved in what way at that time, or which supplier behaved in what way in that time. So it is really important, I think, that both of them, has have to be empathetic, have to understand each other's problems, and try to find a joint solution.
Exactly, exactly. We should negotiate. We should always really like think from both sides, not only from our like single perspective, like being selfish. It's not a good way to communicate during these times.
Absolutely. One thing, what we're talking about with different people, that post pandemic there will be a big change in how sustainability is viewed. Some of the people are saying that sustainability will become a much stronger force, and the consumers would be focused on goods which are really sustainable and which are transparent. And on the other side, I have a certain, feeling that, post pandemic, most of the companies, whether it is suppliers, whether it's brands, retailers, the entire supply chain, everybody is in a very weak financial position. Then none of them will be in a very strong position. And sustainability, we have been in last couple of years, we really did not make a huge progress in sustainability because probably people didn't want to invest that much as probably they needed to invest. So now post pandemic, when companies are not really in a position to invest on sustainability, do you think, really, sustainability as a focus probably would gain further momentum or not?
Well, this has two sides. Let me think about from the consumer point of view. This is what I'm also thinking. Um, like the coronavirus has taught us how fragile our system is, and we definitely need to rethink about the ways. And consumers right now have a break in their spending, and they have more time to think about what they're doing. And this may lead them to really reevaluate what is the value of their like spending money on goods. So my hope in that sense that they will really value like good quality, high quality, more durable, sustainable products. So my hope that this pandemic will go down in history as a great global reset in the system, and the consumers really start thinking about these values in this perspective after this post-pandemic world. I'm sure not 100% of the consumers will do this way, but at least, and I believe if this continues for a longer time, I think the chance of consumers thinking about this way will increase. I don't hope to last this thing like longer, but like
We really hope
this
so. We
is
really,
yeah. I don't hope so, but yeah, that would be the case hopefully. They will really value long-lasting, built for life, more really durable products. They will ask for longevity, versatility, and they will ask for comfort for sure. And health and wellness is also will be
it's
top
going to
on
big.
the
It's going to be
priority,
really, really
yeah,
big.
in the list. So everything related to health and wellness will be also in terms of fabrics as well. Antimicrobial, bacterial, self-cleaning, UV protection, anti-pollution, anything like that also
Water
will
resistant,
be,
because water
yeah,
resistant may also become big, because
water
people are really,
resistant as well.
yeah.
Yes, yes. So all of them will be, yeah, in the denim, and this will affect the consumer's way of thinking about sustainability too. But on the other side, I definitely agree in terms of what sustainability really is, because we've been really worked so hard and spend a lot of money to really be able to compliance with all the requirements coming from the customers socially and environmentally. And when this thing happens, everybody now is in a survival mode, and nobody is asking about sustainability. Nobody is asking about our employees. They're always like all of a sudden asking about deferrals in like payments and etc. And this really hurts a lot. This shouldn't be the case. We are in this all together. And in the consumer side, in addition to what I am saying, we are now discussing with our sales team, like most of the people in the fashion industry, they aren't also sure that if they're gonna stay in their jobs or not. So there will be a question if will I lose my job or will I still be having my job after this post-pandemic? So if this continues really long, economically, there will be a crisis, that's for sure. And that in that sense, the consumer spending will decrease. That's 100% will be happening, I see.
Absolutely. As you said, sustainability, one more link to the sustainability is maybe the definition of sustainability changes where the focus on human factor becomes more than the environmental factor. That if you're taking care of your workers, the supply chain is taking care of workers, that may become the first priority as a sustainability factor. Maybe like we may not focus again so much on waterless or saving water or other things what we have been doing in sustainability. Maybe human factor becomes a prime factor.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is like eco-engineering a denim fabric, or like really redesigning the fabric, thinking about waste with a circular design, with a second life on the fabric. It doesn't require a lot of investment. So, I mean, as Orta, we've been in this business for a very long time, and it's not that the customer was asking to us to do it that way. So I think in that sense, we will be continuing. It's not that the current world event is really affecting the way of our doing business right now. I mean, like this time of the year, we will be launching a concept called Here for Good. And in this concept, this is our commitment definitely to implement eco-friendly engineering systems to be able to sustain our sustainability practices or improve our sustainability practices. And it is our mission and commitment to ensure denim's future as well. It doesn't require, I mean, huge investments in that sense to be able to think how we can really make long-lasting jeans, high-quality jeans, and also how we can optimize the percentage of recycling cotton, for example, in the product. So these questions we can still work on. That's my belief.
Absolutely, the things we don't require too much of investment.
Yeah, it's not that like they are continuously pushing us to do sustainable products. That's our also mission to think about that way for the whole industry I'm talking about.
It is, of course, I mean, it's a direction which we, in any case, have to move in. I mean, whatever happens, even with this pandemic or not pandemic not being there, that direction is always there. I mean, how fast we move in that direction is dependent on so many factors, like the current course.
Yeah, but of course, we need to incorporate resilience thinking also in our decision making as well during these times. Resilient thinking meaning that we definitely need to reevaluate all of our processes and everything to take into account and to be more proactive. Because this pandemic, we definitely learned that again. And we should continue to include resilient thinking in our decision making as well.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, the health and wellness factor. So, for the health and wellness factor, I mean, do you think? I mean, this is thought which comes to me is that is denim probably going to move in the direction of technical textiles, where we have so many kind of applications to be done on denim and to make it a health and wellness product. So, I mean, that it becomes a technical product, a much more technical product than what it is right now.
One disadvantage denim has is actually there is a denim washing step. And during that washing step, even though if it is lasered or ozoned, like sustainably, you literally take out some part from the fabric. and mostly the surface of the fabric that is really need to be treated with hygiene or like other antibacterial, antimicrobial kind of like technical treatments. And this is infected during those processes in the denim washing step. So in a regular world, of course, there are different fibers that we can use. There are different solutions that we can use to improve the performance of the denim fabric, like a technical fiber or fabric. But when I think about really technical fabric, there are some regulations you should pass. And washing part always decreases the amount, let me put it like the compliance with that standard of the technical standard that has been asked for. So I don't see denim fabric that much as a technical fabric, but for consumers' use, like as an antibacterial, it can be used, but not for like too many technical side in that sense. We can't use 100% denim because denim by its weaving structure, it's not that dense. So it's not always easy to really fulfill the requirements of a technical fabric. That's how I think.
In terms of consumers, as you are speaking right now, and you said that consumers will change their views. You know, I mean, after post-pandemic, their values might change. But
That's
this may also, but this may change. You know, maybe different for region to region. Maybe it's different in Asia, it's different in US, and different in Europe. So there might be some differences we might notice in different parts of the world in terms of post-pandemic reactions.
Yeah, we are also discussing in-house with the sales team. As everybody else, we are Zooming every week, like from all around the world, all the sales people are in the meeting. And there is a term called revenge buying that comes right now in front of us.
In China.
In China, they're saying, but also
Yes.
in the States, they're also expecting that, like meaning since they didn't spend that much with these, and the holiday season is coming, and there will be more free to spend, and that revenge buying will happen, may happen in the States as well if everything passes till, let's say, August, like July, August. But in Europe, people in Europe, they are mainly focused on really the loss in their economic situation. I mean, I see that in the European side higher. So I totally believe that there will be different consumer reactions in the world. In China, it will be again different. I read that 90% of the stores are open right now in China, but the total spending decreased by 50%. So they didn't just go on and just start shopping like a revenge buying. Still 50% is missing in the stores. This is a lot. This is a huge number.
Huge.
So there will be definitely a reduction for all around the world. Average like 30% if this ends in the summer. If this continues, I really don't want to speak about that scenario, that's for sure.
No. We hope not. I mean, we don't have to speak.
I hope not. But yeah. But I mean, like what we have seen so far from every crisis, like world crisis, it takes like 1 to 2 years for the consumers to again regain their confidence for shopping. So I definitely expect also an effect of this in 2021 as well.
So we are looking at almost at least a year of one bad year at least. In terms of product categories, do you think this pandemic will create new product categories? Again, as we spoke about health and wellness, and we're not looking at I've been looking at so many different kind of designer masks coming out. As accessories as addendum to the apparel, now people want to have, because people are understanding that if masks become a regular part of our lives, then probably it has to be something looking good,
Now I saw
Yeah.
different pictures like having masks and making
Yeah.
makeover on top of the mask. That was so funny. Um, there will be a part, of course, but I don't see it that high in demand. I don't, I mean, there will be, we will have like one mask maybe at home, or like I see and I fear of
I don't believe
myself.
that's there. I don't believe that's for the ladies especially. I don't believe that.
No, you can't see your smile. That's very important for me. So we'll see anyhow.
They would like
uh,
to have one. You would like to have one matching each dress. I mean, each of
I
their main
saw
dress.
it. Yes, it's crazy. It's again like overconsumption. And
Hmm.
I don't really support that. Like personally, I don't really like to see that people have like matching masks and everything. It doesn't make sense. And I fear of myself that I used a lot of like throwaway like plastic bags and like clothes and everything during those times. Then I'm thinking how to reduce my waste because I think this is really more critical. That this will increase the throwaway plastics. I think we should find a solution for that. And also not only for a product category, but as a way of communication. I think digitalization will be even more important, and we really felt it as of now, and it will continue like that. And I agree that the social distancing is very much into our lives right now. And right after everything has passed, people will not be able to just go out and like freely go to
It
offline
won't happen.
shopping.
No,
No,
it won't happen.
no, it won't happen. And there will then digitalization will be even more important. And for companies like us or for our industries, we say that this is digital closeness, that we found a new way of really communicating, a new level of personalization in communication. And we can always use this as a way or medium for co-creation too. And that we also should spend more time on digitalization. That's what I think.
And if we start getting comfortable with this digitalization, then probably even after the post-pandemic, even if things become normal, people might say, okay, fine, we are happy with this digitalization. Doing the works digitally as far as possible. Why should we travel? Why should we go out and
Yeah,
that
everybody
maybe
is questioning. Yeah, everybody is now questioning. Should I really do it like after the pandemic? Or should I really waste my time? Or, I mean, everybody is questioning themselves right now, and this is valuable. We've stopped finally to really rethink the way that we're doing business and also for our lives too. I saw you cooking too much. That's good.
I've learned quite a few recipes now.
Good,
So
good.
whenever we are meeting next time, I'll make you taste some of them, and maybe you would won't find them so bad.
No.
So okay, now coming to denim again, what do you think are the two basic differences changes in denim character? Of course, you already mentioned so many, but what are the biggest two changes in the denim character you would see at post pandemic?
I really would like to mention about this built for life, built to last, long lasting, durable jeans. I think that's important because denim is always an emotional badge for us, and it will continue to be to really celebrate our good times. We are really creating a connection with our denim jean, and we should ask for denim to last longer and with a good quality. I think this will be really one of the characteristics that it should embody from now on. It has and it needs to continue and maybe like Excel. And also circularity too. I'm always in the side of sustainability. The circular designs, the second life, we should always think about um, building, like designing, maybe with minimum details for the jeans to be able to be recyclable for a second life. I think this should be the second characteristic of denim.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely agree with you. In terms of positives, what are the main two positives you find from this situation, which are going to be, which you feel
The,
are the best positives coming out from it?
the main positive thing that I feel is like I'm seeing pictures from everywhere, blue skies, no pollution. Oh my God, I really like it. I saw LA downtown picture and I didn't realize how bad the cars are polluting the air in Los Angeles. Like after seeing that, I really questioned the picture and entered like the websites if that picture is really true or not. I see also one picture from India too. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's really nice to see the clear skies everywhere since we stopped altogether. I know for a really bad cause, but still this is the positive side for it. So I'm happy to see that personally.
Nature is reclaiming its space, and I think the day we come out of this thing, probably we are going to feel like animals coming out from the zoo.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that one too on the streets everywhere. There was also one caricature, like on one part there was like the zoo and people were visiting, and the other picture people with the masks at their homes and all the animals are on the streets. Yeah, yeah.
And
So at
correct,
some point we shouldn't forget that we are also one of the species in the world. This is not our world, and we're not
we are
that
not the
much
boss.
resilient. We're not the
We are,
boss.
we are not the
That's
boss.
100% sure. We should be realizing that, yeah, we should really respect other species as well in that sense.
We have a lot of friends here who's already joined the discussion, and so anything you would like to say to them, or take up any comment or anything like that. I think a lot of
Well,
friends.
I really thank you very much. Thank you first for the opportunity to talk and for all the friends. I like continuously seeing hellos, highs, and everything, and I'm really happy to see all of you guys. It's really good to be connected in this way, and we really will be united with someday with this closeness, hopefully, and hope to see you soon in person.
In person, yeah, that's so important. Now we know what we are missing. What we thought was very normal thing, and now we find it's such a big thing. To meet in
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
Hopefully
Sedef.
in the near future. Thank you so much. And
Thank
big
you, and take
hugs
care.
from Turkey. Bye bye.
Bye bye.